Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do a ranking video, but I want to keep it very specific. So, alright, as some of you may know, one of my favorite actors is Christian Slater. I have other favorites too, obviously. You know, Matthew Lillard. Y'all know him from Scream. Finn Wolfhard. It. Stranger Things, anyone? And actresses, Helena Bonham Carter and Anne Hathaway. Like, I have a lot of favorites, but because I feel like out of all my favorites, and I don't even list all my favorite actors, by the way, but out of all my favorites, I think, like, I've seen Christian in the most movies. So I thought maybe that would work for a ranking video, but it would be a two-parter, and by two-parter, I mean, it's all one video, but, like, part one of this video will be the movies themselves, and in general, and ranking those, and then part two of this video will be ranking the character he played in it, in each of the 6 films I've actually seen him in, and so that we know what films those are. Those include Heathers, Pump Up the Volume, Untamed Heart, True Romance. Gosh, how am I supposed to talk about that one? How am I supposed to talk about Heathers too? Interview with the Vampire, and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Now, those last two, he had pretty small roles, I have to say, especially in Interview with the Vampire. Like, he's just the interviewer, but it still counts, you know? Especially with that ending. Oh my gosh, the ending was just... But I'll get into that when I rank the movies. Now. Alright, so... Although, I'm going to tell you guys right now, these 2 categories will be empty, as well with the characters he plays, because obviously these are favorites, honestly. So my top favorite will go here, very good, neutral. So let's be honest, I don't know why I added these 2, because like none of these are gonna go in there. I like all these movies, but I just thought I would anyway. Okay, Interview with the Vampire is first on here. So, and by the way, even though Christian is in all of these, I won't be, with the movies, I will be doing it strictly, like, as a whole. Like, it won't just be, you know, what he brought to it or whatever. Interview by Vampire. That was a good one. Actually, I have to say, I rarely ever get actually, like, hooked. And what I mean is, like, even if I'm watching something for the first time, I'll usually, like, be on my phone or whatever. You know, like, but this movie, I swear, it's like I couldn't look away. I was just, like, hooked on the story and stuff. Like, Interview with the Vampire is so good. I have to put it in very good. It was just that good. I mean, the first half was definitely better than the second half. Like, the second half started getting a teensy bit slow, but I was still like, wow, this is good. I was just so interested to know the vampire did story, Louis, right? Although I will admit, I mixed up who was Tom Cruise and who was Brad Pitt at first. I actually did. I don't know. It's weird. It's like I can't recognize Brad Pitt in movies. It's like I can't recognize Brad Pitt in movies. Like, you know, I don't know. Alright, Untamed Heart. Oh, that was a cute one. The ending's sad, though. Oh, by the way, guys, do expect spoilers, you know? I feel like that should be something expected, but, like, no. It was such a cute movie, but it was also, like, so sad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, if you know, like, the ending, like, his character, like, dies at the end of it, it was like, oh. But I remember when I first watched it, I was actually, I guess I went in thinking, because obviously the description in the movie is, like, man thinks that his heart is a baboon's or something, you know? Gifted because he's a dying baby or something like that, even though that was just a lie the nuns told him. I guess I went in actually thinking that was true, because I didn't know exactly what kind of movie this Untamed Heart would be, but yeah, that was, oh my gosh, the romance was just so cute. Oh my god, I love rom-coms. I had to put it up there. Ooh, Pump Up the Volume. Ooh, I love this one. I think I actually did make a video about this one. Like, if it came out a little while ago, but it's, you guys probably won't be able to find it. It's like, it's out, but it's, I don't know. I really don't know what happened. Like, Hop Up the Volume's another one that has to go up here. I watched that one almost as much as I watch Heathers. And it gives me good vibes and stuff. I like, I like it. Alright, well, Heathers, obviously, Heathers. Heathers is one of my favorite movies of, like, ever. Like, Heathers is the top favorite. I love Heathers. I actually, like, just this evening, I went out to the theater to go see Devil Wears Prada 2 because, you know, Anne Hathaway's my girl crush. I mean, I'm straight, but I think she's pretty. So that's kind of my joke, like, Anne Hathaway's my girl crush, but... And in the car, randomly, I quoted Jason Dean. So... Oh my gosh. Such a good movie. It's so funny, too. It's, like, right up my alley with the dark humor and everything. Alright, True Romance. Oh, gosh, I did not know what I was in for with this one. I liked it, but because I was so taken aback because I didn't know it was gonna be that kind of movie, like, I have to put it in just good, which isn't bad because literally nothing's in the bottom 3 categories so far, but like, or it won't be because let's be honest, I just watched this today. Like, this is a good one. But like, I went into, I don't know what I was expecting when I went into it, but like, like. Let's just say I haven't heard, the only other time I've ever heard the N-word used in film was in The Shining, and they only said it 3 times in that movie, whereas this one was like 20 plus. I'm not saying, like, I'm not like saying that's a bad thing or anything, you know, it's a movie, do what you want, you know, but it was kind of like, it you know, all the violence and just that took me way off guard, so I mean, maybe if I knew, I would have, you know, it was still really fun to watch, though. But, I can't even say, like, in my real life, I could describe the plot in this one sentence I used to describe the plot, but I can't really say it on here because it's YouTube, but but you know what, I will do my I'll do a censored version of the sentence, and if you know, you know. So I would describe this plot as Christian Slater tries to sell donut powder in Los Angeles. That would be how I describe the movie. Also, his hair was cut way too short on that, but like, basically, I'm doing this by the movie overall. I will get to the characters he plays in each of them in a moment. I just watched this today, and I'm telling y'all, I was hooked. And guys, I would recommend that movie. Oh my gosh. You did a good job. Also, Morgan Freeman, of course. Also, Morgan Freeman, it's like, it doesn't matter what, you know, on Morgan Freeman for a second, it doesn't matter what time period it is, it doesn't matter, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, whatever. Like, he just looks the same. It's like, I don't know, it's like, I've seen memes about it too, like, so I know I'm not the only one, but it's just like, Morgan Freeman's always just look the same. Also, I must have somehow, without knowing it, seen the Robin Hood and Will Scarlet being brothers thing ahead of time, because I kept mixing up Kevin Costner and Christian Slater when it was like a faraway shot of like the back of their heads or something. Like, they looked similar, but I guess that made sense. But so, I have to say, in a way, I was kind of hooked in the same way I was in Interview with the Vampire, but I think all the vampire stuff in the history, like, got me more hooked, so, I don't know. I'll put it in good. I will say, back to, like, Alan Rickman as the Sheriff of Nottingham, that guy gave me a get the end. Like, the whole thing with Maid Marian, he's like, no, I was just getting the total ick when he's like, you will have my son or something. Like, it's giving me the total ick, and I was just like, ew. Ew, but, yeah, I don't even know why I bothered putting these two. Like I said, like, I'm gonna be biased towards all of these, because, you know, Heathers, love Heathers. Alright, let's get to the characters that he played. Alright, now ranking the characters that Christian actually played in these 6 movies. And by the way, guys, there's only the 6 of them. Reminder, there's only 6 of them because these are the only 6 ones I've ever seen him in. So there's that. All right. Again, I don't know why these two categories are here. As far as characters go, I feel like there might be one I will put in neutral just because of the little screen time. But let's start off with Adam, Untamed Heart. He was the love interest, the guy with like the heart issues and stuff. He died at the end. Oh, he was such a sweetheart. I think his performance as actually a truly kind character took me off, took kind of took me off guard because like I've seen him as like Jason Diaz, saw him as this guy, and then I saw him play this, and I'm just like, something doesn't feel right. Why is he so nice? Right, just to see this one right after. And this is the order I first seen all the movies in, right? Like Heathers, How About the Volume, Untamed Heart, then True Romance. Then I watched True Romance. I'm like, yep, nope. This is what I'm more used to. This is the kind of character I'm more used to him playing. This is the most recent performance I've seen him in as of today. I watched it today so that I could have a sixth movie to add to the list. I just see more with like the other ones, like the other actors and actresses I just see more like Anne Hathaway, more Helena Bonham Carter, more so I can do more of these, or it's like my like the movies my favorite actors, the favorite actor in specific was in, and then the character they played in it. But Adam, I'd have to put in very good. He was such a sweetheart. I actually was sad at the end. I know. I got emotional. I rarely do for fictional stories, but like I just got attached. Alright, Will Scarlet. I feel like he only showed up for like 15 minutes tops, maybe even not that in the movie, but I actually liked Will Scarlet a lot, so yeah, I'd have to put like very, very good too. I liked Will Scarlet a lot. His character was Will Scarlet. He was a fun guy. Oh my gosh, his first lines in the whole movie was like him singing some song while Robin Hood trying to cross the river or whatever. And I just burst out laughing because obviously I recognized the voice. And I was just like, oh great, this character's gonna be like also he kind of has a kind of justified reason to not like Robin Hood at first and stuff, but also like, oh my gosh, it was fun to see him play that character. To play the character of Will Scarlet. I actually speaking of like Will Scarlet in general, like how like Disney has a Robin Hood movie from like 1973, the cartoon one. Will Scarlet isn't a character in that version, in Disney's version. I wonder why. Because in other versions, Will Scarlet's like Robin Hood's best friend, and I guess in the one that Christian was in, like half brother, I guess. That movie is actually darker than I thought it would be, honestly. But this is about the characters, so far, yeah. Have to put those there. Clarence. Remember how I said True Romance was a movie that I was totally caught off guard by? Like, I did not know it was gonna be like that. Like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into at all. Like, I didn't know it was gonna be just that off the walls crazy. No, seriously, guys, unless you can handle off the walls crazy, please don't watch it unless you're prepared. Like, try to be prepared if you ever watch this movie. Also, like, it was pretty clear oh my gosh, it was pretty clear that they were like one step away from sorry, text them from like a worse than R rating. I'm surprised it was only rated R, honestly. I was like, it topped Heathers in like the what the hell am I watching? As far as just inappropriateness goes, I guess. Alright, so Clarence, I will say it caught me off guard, buddy. I didn't know you were such a good donut powder dealer for a guy who worked at like some video store in the beginning or something. Like, you're supposed to be shy or something, but I mean, just with picture, it's like really shy guy who just had to have a call girl. He did, like, he had his boss that he got a call girl or whatever she called herself. I don't know. Alabama was very insistent on, I'm a call girl, I'm not that, I can't, I don't know if I can really say what Clarence was calling her in the movie or whatever here, but she's like, I'm a cowgirl. Like, I don't know. I have to put Clarence in good because I mean it was a fun time, but I feel like it took me off guard so much that it was hard for me to believe that he was that good at being a donut powder dealer. So yeah, all right. The interviewer. Alright, guys, this is the one that has to go in neutral because I feel like we knew nothing about the character. Like, he's just the guy that interviewed, and I had the interviewed the vampire Louis, and then by the end, he was like, I want to be a vampire, and so, of course, Lestat showed up at the end. Okay, jump scare, I didn't know Lestat was still around. Oh my gosh, that movie's the reason why I started listening to the song Sympathy for the Devil more, because I was just like, it was like the perfect song for that moment. At that moment at the end, I'm telling you, Interview with the Vampire is like an experience for me, but because I feel like we don't know much about the interviewer other than he'd love to become a vampire for some reason. After hearing Louis' whole story, I had to put him in neutral. And then my friend's sending me reels. Stop sending me reels. Alright, then the last two, the top ones. Well, we have Mark here, pump up the volume. Oh gosh, he's such a voice. He's actually the one I made a video about, that I was talking about. I mean, you guys won't be able to find it or anything, but, I mean, yeah, you guys won't be able to find it, unfortunately. It's, partially blocked. I don't know why, copyright reasons, I guess, but I didn't feel like, I don't know, because it wasn't fully blocked or anything, I was just like, I'll leave it, and you know what, if it gets views from somewhere where it's, I guess, isn't blocked, the video I made, then sure, but if not, you know what, it's there, But I like Mark, Hard Harry's radio personality and stuff, it's a fun movie, and also I like how complex he is, and you guys will be able to know my further thoughts of the video was available, but I was just I don't know. But lastly, Jason Dean. Oh gosh, okay. Just like with Heather's going in the top favorite. Alright, this is actually the Heather's first movie, first role I ever seen him in, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I like a good villain, and Jason Dean, though, best JD ever, taps the vice president. Best JD in history. Even better than the JD in Scrubs. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other JDs besides the president and the guy from Scrubs. No, not the president, but vice president in Scrubs. I mean, he might be the president one day. I don't know. I hope not. Alright. Well, before I go on a random tangent about JD Vance, which would be very random, that's the characters. There's actually one in neutral this time. There's somebody in neutral this time. Well, that was definitely a quick one, but hey, it was only 6 characters and 6 movies to rank, but honestly, guys, I want to know what you guys think of those 6. What do you think of Heather's Pump Up the Volume, Untamed Heart, True Romance, Interview with the Vampire, and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? And what do you think of Jason Dean, Mark Hunter, Adam, Will Scarlet, Clarence, and the interviewer? I don't know. I don't think you ever had see what I mean? When I was saying, dude had, we knew nothing about him, really? He's literally just the interviewer. No, guys, seriously, y'all man, if someone could have seen me watching Interview with the Vampire for the first time, I was just hooked. It was not, I want to watch it again, but I also, I don't know. But at the time, it's I don't think I'm gonna have that same experience. I was just I couldn't look away from the screen. That's rare for me. And it's not even a top favorite of mine. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment below, whatever you like. Make sure to check out my social links on my channel bar in the description below. They include my Instagram and my Discord. Speaking of Discord, my goal for channel right now is to get 50 subscribers total. And when I do, I will make a Discord server for my subscribers. Because why not? Fun, right? Alright, I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye now.